podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
Yo, 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 and welcome back to the Banter Boys podcast. My name is Sanji, with me is Ryan. How are you doing, boy?
Welcome. I'm good, bro. Not as good as you, clearly, but I'm good.
Yeah, I've had a few pints. That's all.
How many is a few?
Enough. I think I can count them on two hands.
Okay. Did everybody drink the same amount?
Maybe Pie and Sharpie had a few more pints. But...
Oh, nice.
Ben was also there, Ben Chickens. But Ben wasn't drinking. So he probably had the best, recollection of what's transpired tonight. But yeah, it was a good meetup, man. Always a lovely time when we have a small little Banter Boys Discord meetup.
I'm sure it is. I think I've only done it once.
For now.
For now. But it was a great time.
That wasn't really a Banter Boys.
That was like a blend.
Yeah.
It was a Dino, Banter Boys, Maniacs.
Yeah.
Meetup.
Yeah.
It was a blend.
It was the ultimate hybrid meetup.
For real.
Yeah. And this weekend we're gonna do Dino Fest, which is like probably one of the biggest Dynasty League meetups possible.
Absolutely. And what blows my mind the most of all of this is the Arnautovic and Fornals jerseys, yo.
That Fletch, our Inside Tracks rep from West Ham, is going to be repping on his first visit to the UK when we take him to the Brentford versus West Ham game. Obviously, he's been warned that he isn't allowed to wear those kits at the actual game, given the fact that we're going to be in the Brentford hospitality section. But on the Friday evening that we're going to meet up for the first night of Dino Fest, let's call it that, he's going to be repping one of those kits. I don't know, which one is worse, I guess? Wearing a Fornals kit or wearing a Arnautovic kit?
I think the Arnautovic is more understandable. Like, he was great.
But I swear Fornals scored some clutch goals for them when they won that European trophy.
He absolutely did.
Yeah.
He did. But it felt like a flash in the pan compared to, like, Arnie. Was Arnie not there longer?
Yeah, Arnie probably has, like, big Prem status, doesn't he?
Yeah, maybe.
And, like, for the good reasons and the bad reasons as well. Because Arnie definitely did have a bit of a bad boy streak.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Who do you think played more games for West Ham?
Arnie or Fornals? I think Arnie, for sure.
Yeah. Do you know Fornals played, like, almost 3 times the number of games?
What?!
That's according to Wikipedia. Arnie played 59. Fornals played like 150 something. 152.
That's crazy.
Right?
Did Arnie have more starts than Fornal, or even that is like been blown out of the...
No, I think that probably counts starts. I feel like that counts starts.
Wow.
Well, sorry. Appearances, you're right. But...
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Wow. 3 times is kind of crazy though.
Yeah, so I get... Okay, Fornals is a worthy jersey.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I wish you were here for Dino Fest, man. It's a shame, given the fact...
Yo, it looks sick.
Yeah, given the fact that you've usurped... Well, not usurped, but you've broken my win streak of 12 wins in a row.
Yes. You kind of left it and... I don't want to say gifted me out of one regardless, but like...
Yeah. I kind of think it's a win.
You didn't even try.
Yeah, but I think it's a win
Fair,
that I didn't even
fair.
try. It was a calculated decision
Because you
on
stayed
my
in the
part.
cup.
Yeah, and I mean, let's explain this whole cup biz to listeners that maybe aren't aware, right? We have like obviously like the league system, like we've got our league split up into two divisions, Division 1, Division 2. We're both in Division 1. Now as it stands, I only have a 6-point lead. I'm first, you're second in Division 1. But our Guillotine Cup, which you've already been eliminated from, so this is like the genius work of our dynasty commissioner, Lemon of Troy, Ollie. So basically, I mean, if you know what a Guillotine Cup, like basic rules is that every week somebody gets eliminated, right? But the fucked up thing is that every week, typically the first rule is that if you've got the lowest score in a game, in the game week, you get eliminated from the cup. But if your score is a round score, so it's not like a 0.25, 0.5, or 0.75, like it's exact 15, exact 16, then you stay in the cup, and then the person with the highest score gets eliminated. But then if the highest score also has a round score, similar to like the low score, then everyone in between just gets randomly selected for an elimination, which was decided by our commissioner's son on a random video. Shout out to Milky, you know.
Absolutely. Was his birthday too?
Yeah, it was his
know?
Happy birthday, T. I'm not gonna drop his name, you know, just for privacy's sakes. But yeah, happy birthday, bro. What lovely kid. I've met him in IRL. Lovely kid.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm still in the cup because I was 30 points behind you. You had Casemiro and Shesko to go. I had the option of playing Bruno Fernandes, Jensen, and Sepp van den Berg. And the thing is like, the guy that was ahead of me, like, I was certain I would pass his score, but not your score. And the thing is, the guy that had the lowest score that was still in the cup, Draft Lad, had an even score. So he was destined to eliminate somebody, right? So I was just like, you know what? Casemiro has been on some neck shit this season. There's a chance that Shesko could always score, given he scored in the reverse fixture as well. He had like, remember that insane moment where he had like 4 shots on target just trying to score a goal?
Oh, that's the goal.
Yeah. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to accept the loss and try my chance at staying in the cup. And it played out literally exactly as we had discussed in DMs, because that Jensen goal would have put me just above like the highest score at the moment, and I would have been eliminated from the cup and lost my league match. So you know what, I'm happy to take the loss versus you in the league, but still be in the cup, just because the prize is 51 fab thanks to inflation.
Yeah, it's a huge prize, man, especially where a lot of people are like on their last 10 fab or so in Dino.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, winning the league only gets you 0.5 fab, right? So
yeah.
Yeah. Insane times, man. But listen, there's a lot. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, and you know what's even more appealing about the Dino Fest? It's a bank holiday in England, right?
Yeah, Monday's a holiday.
Our commissioner spoke to his wife, and his wife was like, "Are we doing anything as a family?" And he's like, "Nope, Dino Fest." And she was like, "Okay, understood."
Yeah. Imagine that. I think that is like peak fantasy life, is when you tell your partner, "No, I'm sorry, I'm hanging out with my fantasy football friends for the weekend." Like, it's crazy. Honestly insane. Goals, bro.
For real.
All right. Yeah, we've got a lot to unpack on tonight's episode. Hopefully I'm coherent enough to get through all of it. But yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a doozy. So listeners, welcome back to the Banter Boys podcast. We are Default Fan Tracks Pod. You caught us on our regular free episode, and the reason I say free is because we've got extra content on our Patreon for the low price of $1.99 per month, where you can mainly access waiver pods. We sometimes do articles, we sometimes do guest pods and stuff like that, but as far as I can recall, it's only been waiver pods over the last few months. But mainly it's an opportunity for you to support our brand and what we do, because we've got free things like the Banter Board, which is our website that just go check it out. It's honestly a great place to kind of check out the numbers that we get for the data dump. It's a set piece tracker. So basically, one of the main things is we check, which players takes corners every game week. And, there's features where you can kind of adjust the settings. So you can check, between maybe game week 21 and game week 25, who took the corners for, Brentford, for example, etc. But yeah, it like I said, it's an opportunity to just support a brand, where most of our content is pretty much free, right? But in terms of tonight's episode, like I mentioned, typical format is we have two halves. In the first half, we do a data dump, where we kind of discuss the default scoring categories for the game week. And then we do a match by match recap where we discuss Fantrax relevant events. We take our halftime pint, and then we catch up in our leagues, see how we're doing. Maybe some of us have won trophies. You never know. And then we round things off with questions from our lovely Discord community, which, like I mentioned, is another free thing to join. All you got to do is DM me for a link, and I'll sort you right out. But other than that, what I'll get Ross to do is quick social plug. So Ross, please do that right here.
Yeah, for sure. So you can message us on Twitter and Instagram. Our handles at BanterB. On Discord in the Draft PL channel, Banter Boys, #6585. On Reddit, /Banter_boys. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, and YouTube, all under the name of Banter Boys.
Okay, so hopefully you've listened to Ross. If you're listening to us on Spotify and YouTube, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, what the hell are you doing? If you're not already following, please do so right away. And if you are, we'd appreciate a thumbs up on the video, a 5-star rating on the channel, any of that good stuff. It really helps the algorithms to kind of spread the word as to who we are, what we do for our community, and yeah, we just want to continue to provide the best content possible. Not saying it's going to be useful for your Fantrax drafts or your leagues, but hey, you're going to be entertained as fuck, right? And surely that matters more. But yeah, I think that's it for all the social plugs. So I think let's just jump straight into the data dump. Oh, wait. Should we chat any Champions League? Because there was a 5-4 result tonight.
Oh, I didn't watch any of it, but massive score, yo.
Yeah, same. We were at the pub, and then all of a sudden, Pi pulls out his phone and it's like, yo, the Champions League score is 5-4. And I was like, what the fuck? I pull out my phone, put the stream all on the table on the side. I don't think anyone was watching it, but yeah, we didn't really see any more goals after that. But fucking hell, 9 goals in the first leg of a semi-final is absolutely insane.
Yeah, yo. So just reading chats, it sounded like every attack was so good. It wasn't even just the defenses being bad. It was just like each attack was looking so threatening that each one could have been a goal. And it could have had way more goals in this game.
Imagine you miss that game and then you finally tune into tomorrow's game, Atleti versus Arsenal, and you just see a 0-0.
Oh yeah, it's going to happen for sure. Actually, you might say a -1.
Yeah. But I feel like this always happens in the Champions League, where the semi-finals are sometimes way more exciting than the actual final as well.
Final, yeah. It's a common trend nowadays, yeah.
Like, I feel like even the year that like Chelsea had won it in like 2012, as far back as then, like I think the other semi-final that Bayern was in, I think it was Bayern Real Madrid. I hope I'm right, but I feel like even that tie was way more exciting than the final. But yeah, man, I don't know. Like, how are you feeling about this Atleti versus Arsenal tie?
I genuinely think Atleti on any given day have the ability to beat anyone. So if Arsenal is still like shaky given the fact that, players are nervous and they've been bottling things, and I think it's ripe for the taking, to be honest.
Surely we gotta give Lookman Factor the edge, right?
Oh, surely. No, but I think Saka's back. A lot of the defenders are fit again, Calafiori and stuff. You never know.
Yeah. And we're hoping that Atleti go through, right? Actually, you know what? I wouldn't mind if Atleti won the Champions League this season. I feel like they're one of those teams that has always come so close but never got into the final. And when they did, like the last time, I think was against Real Madrid, they got blown out or whatever. But yeah, I wouldn't mind if they won it, man.
Yeah, Atleti and Dortmund, right? Like,
yeah, exactly. These
I feel
underdog
like
guys.
You in Dino.
Ah, shots fired.
Always like that.
We'll see about this season. But anyways, I think, let's jump straight into that data dump.
Ay, 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 ay. Fantasy with the Banta boys.
All right, so looking back at blank game week 34. So there were 6 teams that were missing, if I'm not mistaken. Basically all the teams that would have doubled, right? So if the list seems a bit weird, that's the reason why. So we're going to start with key passes as always. The highest number was 5 by Bruno Fernandes and John McGinn. Then 4 key passes by Juve. And then 3 key passes by Wharton, Odegaard, and Matthias Mane. Thoughts, Ryan?
Yeah, I mean, John McGinn, we highlighted how good he's been recently. Not too surprising.
Yeah.
I mean, Bruno is Bruno. Wharton, hit or miss, but I guess this game week was a hit. Odi and Mane, we've seen it from them. But Juve, you talked about it before. Juve is really looking like a decent, what is it? Like, not reverse OOP, but like, well, I guess a reverse OOP player.
Reverse in the sense that you don't want that reverse, right? It's like KLP
correct
as a midfielder playing defense. Like, it's the same thing, right? For
basically.
Juve.
Yeah. So, I mean, I owned him at the beginning of the season, held for quite some time. I dropped when I think he got either injured or went to AFCON and never looked back.
Yeah.
But good to see him ticking along, man.
Yeah, I mean, his last 4 scores, like, going from, like, the latest one, so, like, back as Aston Villa, 9.5, then 6.75 twice against Wolves and Crystal Palace, and then the recent score of 18.25 against Everton with no attack returns. It's quite promising, especially for an asset that's playing for a team that's fighting for Premier League survival.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we said, McGinn smashing it, Fernandes smashing it. Wharton, I don't know if I can give some Liverpool tax there because their defense is so trash.
I get it.
Odegaard, I feel like, has been putting up decent numbers since his return from injury.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, I feel like Arsenal on a whole are probably going to try to score goals. They kind of have to, just like City. But no matter how hard both of them tried, I feel like 1-0 results for both were kind of disappointing. I mean, I know City didn't play this game week, but like, I'm still talking about that Burnley game where they just did not perform as needed. And then Arsenal here, I think I guess people said they were a bit lucky, no?
Yeah, I mean, you say that, but if you look back at like the numbers, like the underlying data from that game, the City versus Burnley one, City put up like 3.36 XG.
3 point something.
Right?
Yeah.
But
in this one, Arsenal put up like next to nothing.
Yeah, half of Newcastle's XG, bro. Which is fucking insane.
Yeah, true. Good point. Like, I mean, let's be real. It's not the core starting 11.
Yeah.
Like, and then Havertz getting injured absolutely does not help because you bring in Gyökeres and you just get negative XG or 0.
Imagine, that would be a fucking cool way of playing the game, actually. Your striker's so horrible that it like creates negative XG for your team.
Genuinely, okay, how many minutes do you think he played?
I'm gonna guess like 55.
Yeah, 56 minutes, spot on.
Yeah.
How much XG do you think he put up?
0.1. 0.01.
0.03.
Yeah. See? Okay, there you go.
But yeah, anyway, too long on Arsenal.
And I
Let's
mean,
just see how they do tomorrow.
but I mean, we're talking about a team that played against a Newcastle team that's been absolutely dreadful at the moment. That's missing a lot of key players as well.
You spoke about how bad their defense has been. So I don't know, man. I'm looking forward to like the goal fest to come in this like goal difference battle, but
Yeah.
doesn't seem like either are really performing as they should.
Yeah, and I mean, to round out this key pass chat, Matthias Mane finally playing 90 minutes after eons is what it feels like. Are we just chalking this down to like Spurs tax and how fucking dreadful Spurs have been on their own like accord?
Yeah, I would. And then the Wolves B team is probably better than the Wolves A team. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it also feels like Rob Edwards. I mean, obviously, like they have been confirmed to have been relegated down to the championship, but it just feels like now he's kind of like, oh, let me just get, kids some minutes here and there, like Pedro Lima, for example.
Yeah, Pedro
Right?
Lima.
Yeah.
Rodrigo Gomes started again, which isn't common.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to touch on that a bit later, but yeah, I think let's move on to the next category, which is shots and how many on target. So the highest number of shots attempted was 4 by 3 players. Tonali with 1 on target, Ouattara with 0 on target, and Alderete with 1 on target. There's a bunch of 3s, but probably too many to kind of list for the pod. So, thoughts, Ryan?
Yeah. Unlikely suspects in Alderete, let's be real, and Tonali.
Yeah.
But Dango isn't unlikely. It's just shameful he had none on target.
Yeah.
Brentford on a whole kind of struggled.
Man, I honestly, that first half against United, I was just like, how the fuck have they not scored a goal?
Oh, Thiago, I don't know what was happening. Like, man,
Crazy.
he found any and which way to unscore some of those deliveries. Like, he reached right in front of the goal. Any other day, that's a hat trick.
Yeah. So frustrating as like a Thiago owner in like FPL, for example. It's just like, what the fuck's going on? And at like the end of the game, both him and Dango get yellow cards instead of attack and returns.
Yeah. So,
Crazy.
I was faced with a choice. Because I needed Cunha to start to see out my 11 in home league. And I obviously dropped someone on the bench who didn't have a fixture, just so I could squeeze in someone so I could obviously put Cunha on their bench, right? And I was faced with a choice between Damsgaard and Jensen. And any other time, apart from like right now, because we're watching the form or watching the returns, I would have gone Dams. I'm so happy I went Jensen, yo. Got me the win. I mean, not that Dams did not perform. 9 is still solid, but like Jensen got the goal, yo.
I think I would have also gone Jensen regardless of like name value or whatever. Like, I think just based on form, just because of like, I feel like the last few game weeks Dams has played, like, I'm always worried he's just gonna come off randomly with some injury.
Early, yeah.
So I feel like also like recent games that I've kind of played out as well, like commentators have just randomly mentioned, oh, Dams looks like he's limping, or like even the game that I went to see like on my birthday, one of his legs was like heavily strapped, and it's crazy to say like it's been a few seasons in the league so far, but you'd think by now a player should have gotten accustomed to the physicality of the league, but I feel like he's still catching up in that sense, which is kind of sad to say.
Yeah, fair. Weird one. I mean, I remember when he won like back-to-back Brentford Player of the Month awards.
Yeah.
Such a good player in there somewhere.
I mean, I get the argument for both sides, right? It's not like Dams had a shit score ghost-wise. It was still decent.
Yeah, he shows up with the 3 key passes here. I mean, 3 shots here.
And like
1 on target.
And like Jensen, it's not like it's on my bingo card that, hey, Jensen's going to score a goal. I feel like he's more likely to get an assist before a goal.
Correct. I was kind of playing for the key passes, to be honest.
Yeah. But from the list of shots that we've not mentioned, the threes, is there anyone that kind of jumped out at you?
I was impressed by Barry's ghosting. I mean, we know he has it in his locker, but he hadn't played in so long consistently, you know?
Yeah.
Beto's injured. All of those managers who probably handcuffed and then ended up rolling out Barry, it was not a disappointing score. Like, I'd take that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a shame he didn't score, right? But and we know West Ham have been fighting for their lives, so cool. Like, if Everton didn't win the game, it's unlikely Barry would have scored, but I'd still take like just shy of 7 points from my forward any day. He outscored the likes of Solanke, Watkins, Mateta.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's kind of crazy he didn't score, to be honest.
True.
Yeah.
Dan Burn is a surprise on this list.
Yeah. Oh.
And I think the rest are pretty common.
Yeah. I was gonna mention his centre back partner, but I'll save that for the next segment. The last thing I want to mention from this section, or I guess this category, is it's just really funny that Alderete had 4 shots. Like you mentioned, it's kind of abnormal to see that, especially when him and his team lost 5-0, and yet there's no Forest players on this list or the next.
Yeah, that's crazy, actually.
Yeah, that's insane. Like, I had to double check that. I'm like, is something wrong with our data? Like, is something wrong? Like,
did he shoot from half line all the time? Like,
it's insane. Like, you look at the shots attempted, and the first Forest name that I see is Elliot Anderson with 2 shots attempted. I'm like, how fucking clinical were these guys? Like,
yeah, true.
Yeah. All right. So then the next category is accurate crosses. Highest number is 3 by 2 players. Ouattara and Matthias Mane. Thoughts, Ryan?
Not surprised by Mane. He showed it up on the key pass list, so makes sense. Ouattara again kind of just speaks to he was not completing things this game week. 4 shots, none on target, 3 accurate crosses, but like no assists, you know. No even key passes, like not showing up on the key passes, I should say.
Yeah.
It's kind of telling you how much Brentford struggled a bit, or it was just like a bogey day for them, maybe.
Yeah.
Because they really should have. What was the XG there? Okay, it's not that high, 1.17, but
yeah. But still, it felt like a lot higher. It felt like double that in the first half.
Yeah, absolutely. For Thiago alone.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's look at the extra categories and the outliers for those. So tackles 1, the highest number was 4 by Porro, Joachim Andersen, Casemiro, Menu, Hugo Bueno, and João Gomes. Dispossessions a high of 5 by João Gomes. Interceptions a high of 5 by Sven Botman. Clearances a high of 15 by Milenkovic. Successful dribbles a high of 4 by Njai. Aerials 1 a high of 8 by Gakpo. And block shots a high of 3 by Disasi. Thoughts, Ryan?
Yeah, so you watch Milenkovic's clearances, and you again wonder, what was the scoreline in this game? Like, Forrest was the one doing the defensive work, right?
Yeah.
Alderete with the shots.
Yeah.
And yet Forrest is the one that scored 5 and kept the clean sheet.
I mean, I remember when I was doing my, like, waiver moves or whatever, you told me, it's like, I don't know if I feel great about you dumping Milenkovic, and fuck me, you were right there.
Yeah, yo. It was a fixture, though. Like, that's...
I just never thought that Sunderland would concede 5 and not respond.
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah, definitely not.
Especially at home.
Yes, agreed. I guess, fairly standard list, except, well, not except, he's standard in this category, but Botman, continues to show up, continues to deliver.
Man, and we probably touch on it, I guess, next segment. But remember when I brought up the point of, hey, is it crazy to play Botman against Arsenal?
It really isn't, or wasn't. Great shout, yo.
Yeah. I think it's weird to see.
And you know what?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, yeah, I mean, we'll get to it in team updates, so you go for it.
And you know what? One thing that does stand out to me is Gakpo getting 8 aerials. Like, I don't ever remember him popping up this much for aerials.
Yeah, I thought about that too, but then I was like, well, maybe he does. I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, but other than that, I think like the names in the other categories don't really surprise me too much. So,
Yeah.
what we'll do now is move on to the next segment, which is the match by match recap. All right, so this was a blank game week, like we mentioned. 6 teams weren't featuring. The likes of Bournemouth, Brighton, Burnley, Chelsea, Man City, and Leeds. So we'll start with the Friday game, which was Sunderland 0, Forest 5. Fuck me. I was at date night for this, okay? So I wasn't watching the game.
Right.
Wasn't following the score. I was like, okay, babe, I just want to check the halftime score. All right, just give me a second. I look at my phone, and Forest are winning 4-0. What the fuck happened?
Yeah. I mean, you can tell it's early days in that relationship because he had to ask and wait till halftime. You just know that anybody who's in a committed relationship right now is no fucking way they're waiting. It's like whole time they're on their phone, either streaming the game or at least checking scores consistently.
Yeah, I'm waiting
Anyway,
until the
but-
6-month mark, before I can test that. Let me put that stream live just in the corner while we're having our food or whatever.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I guess we'll get into the rest of it at league updates, right?
Yeah.
'Cause I think you smashed it just off of day one.
Yeah, it was a good start. I mean, we'll touch on it a little bit, right? I mean, from this, I guess. Okay, let's go from the Nottingham Forest side of things. I want to say anyone that took a punt on Jer Cunha, who was in, I think, my sleepers article, was massively unlucky because it felt like he was
Honestly,
the only asset that didn't benefit from this game because everyone had a fucking field day, right? Obviously, there was a clean sheet.
Yeah.
But then Jay Cunha gets that early injury sub, pre-60, misses out. I think, he got like 0.25 points, if that much. But what blew my mind was seeing both Wood and Igor Jesus start. And like, I saw a predicted lineup. I don't know if it was like FF Scout or some FPL page or something that had both of them starting. And I was just like, nah, y'all on shit. Like, these guys haven't started together all season. Granted, Chris Wood has been injured for like a majority of the season. But yeah, I saw that and I was just like, what the fuck's going on? Like, has Vitor Pereira lost it? Are these guys gonna concede 5 instead of scoring 5?
yeah, it was a strange one, but clearly worked out, and also very good for managers in a blank game week, because a lot of these guys would have been free to pick up.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, Milenkovic was dropped by a lot of managers after Burnley. There's a love-hate relationship between a lot of people on rostering Igor.
Yeah.
So, and then Wood, for some people who just been a free agent grab like last week or this week or whenever, just waiting on that time he finally starts again, right? And for them to deliver in a blank game week is like so clutch, yo. Because I think in my Dino team, I relied on 2 Forest players. A lot of my teams this game week had Forest in them.
Yeah.
Aina, huge.
Yep. Yeah. Massive, man.
Too good.
And like Sunderland, man, like, are they officially on the beach? Because, like, across 2 games, they've, conceded 9 goals now?
Yeah, it's pretty embarrassing. But I feel like Europe is still within grasp, so surely not, right?
You'd think so. I mean, other than Elf, like, everyone did fuck all.
Yeah, it was one of the worst game weeks if you like are so heavy on the Sunderland like defensive trio of like Rofes, Ballard, and Mukiele, which I own in a league. I've seen many managers own that trio in another league. It was like a combined 0 points?
Yeah, I had Mukiele
Something
and
close to that.
Ballard against you in Dynasty. It wasn't a good start for me.
Yeah.
Given you had 2 of the NFO defenses. So,
Yep.
yeah. Yeah, it's just such a bizarre result, man. But let's move on to the Saturday games. Starting with the first one, which you proxied me for on this day because,
Yes.
I mean, cricket season has started, so I'm officially the worst content creator in the fan track space at the moment. I am absolutely MIA. But Fulham 1, Aston Villa 0. Not a scoreline I would have expected at all, especially given Villa's 4-3 win over Sunderland, and then Fulham being such a Jekyll and Hyde team. I mean, if we're speaking Jekyll and Hyde, you could probably call Villa just as Jekyll and Hyde, right? Because we have constantly spoke about Watkins being so boom, so bust every fucking game week. It happened again, right? After a 30-plus score, he now follows it up with a 4-point score or something like that.
Yeah, it's a weird one. I also would never have predicted like Joachim Andersen absolutely smashes it out the park.
20-plus!
Or 20 plus. Or Sess getting the goal, right? Like it's such a random set of occurrences here.
Yeah, I didn't even have Sess on my bingo card to start, right? So...
Neither me.
Yeah.
You know who did come good though? Old faithful Castagna. It's like he's doing a little James Hill run right now. Let's see how long he can go with scoring double digits, right?
Yeah, I tried to wish his demise into existence, and you know what? You got the points like you banked on.
Yeah.
I mean, McGinn is the only person that really performed for Villa, from a Fantrax perspective, at least.
True.
Right?
And we've spoken about his form, so it makes sense.
Yeah, his resurgence is quite real, man. Believe it or not. So if you can get a share of him, definitely do that. I mean, from a Fulham perspective, Iwobi had missed out due to injury, which meant Chukwueze was back in. At one point during the match, Sess got injured, which meant Jedi came in. So maybe he's due some minutes if that Sess injury is serious. But yeah, like we said, we didn't really expect the Fulham defense to smash it that well. But 2 other things that kind of jumped out for me was, I mean, Muniz, it seemed like, it was his spot, but now Raul got the start. Ghost did okay for his limited minutes, I want to say. But between those 2, are you picking either one, or are you hoping to roster both? Because it seems like one of those Beto Barry situations before Beto went on this insane run.
I prefer the Beto Barry situation because I feel like I can never even tell when the subs are going to come for Fulham.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's a strong likelihood that my forward will not even see out 60 minutes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or just after 60, he's gone. And in that sense, I'd rather roster neither of them.
Wait, if this was... Okay, imagine you had both of them. Blank game week, you other assets like, you have a Haaland not even featuring. Would you have rolled out both of them in your starting 11?
I might have, yeah.
Yeah. It would have been okay as well, right? Because I think Mooney's got some points off the bench as well, right? So...
Yep.
Yeah. And Lukic had a monster game as well. And it seems like he's back on corners.
Yeah, I saw that. Good for it, lad.
Yeah. I mean, you're obviously not rolling him out against Arsenal, though.
No, definitely not.
Yeah. All right, so the next game was, I guess, well, there was a few 3 p.m. kickoffs. So let's start with Liverpool 3, Crystal Palace 1. It seems like Mo Salah is done for the season, which is a shame. What a way to fucking end your career, your fucking legacy in the Premier League with a fucking hamstring injury.
Honestly, like we spoke about it last pod, we wanted to see Mo end strong, and then this happens. Unfortunate, man. But I feel like it also doesn't give him the ability to go out on the low. Like, people are going to remember the good. Because he had just turned it around, he had scored back-to-back goals. It was like, alright, Mo's doing it again. So he kind of erased what the season was for him. Slightly.
Yeah, I mean, we were kind of talking about the idea of trading him in, right? Like, he's gonna end the season on a high, given it's his last, and it's like you said, he was starting to get attack returns, and then, yeah, fuck me. What a shame, man.
So, the real question, though, is, are you interested in Frimpong, though?
Well, are you interested in Rio? That's my counter.
Ooh. Interesting. I actually rolled him out off the bench in one league this game week.
Rio? He didn't
did
even
not
get
work
any
out.
minutes. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, the thing is, Frimpong came on, played that attacking position, stayed in that attacking position. I mean, if you want to take this gamble even further, what the fuck's up with Chiesa?
Yeah, true. But no, I will keep it to non-case. Frimpong first for me, and then Rio second.
Yeah. I think it's probably Frimpong's spot up until he gets an injury, which, you know what? It
Is
wouldn't
likely.
surprise me. Yeah, it honestly wouldn't surprise me. This motherfucker comes around in 2 game weeks and is like, yeah, hamstring twinge or whatever. Like,
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, listen, it's 4 game weeks left for the season. I think we're into silly season where you literally roster any punt possible. If you don't see them start, just fucking drop them.
Drop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with a couple, well, at least one community league where regular season's almost done, trade cutoff has happened, like you could just be wild now.
Yep, exactly. But other than that, from Liverpool's side, I mean, the McAllister Hall felt a bit random, the double assists, like, I mean, we spoke about Mac A being like a second half of the season asset, but then I feel like before this double return, he was kind of doing nothing.
Yeah.
And Isak, we gave him a lot of shit. He clearly listened to the pod and then scores a goal, but there's no fucking ghost points behind it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, but I'm not excited either, so.
Yeah, agreed. Crystal Palace. I mean, double game week has been announced. Double game week 36 for both Man City and Crystal Palace. So again, I'm going to bring back the question to you about double game week assets. Are you yes or no for the following names in terms of a double game week punt? Kamada.
I'm still a no. Like, he keeps starting, but I'm still just no.
Wharton.
Yes.
Brennan Johnson.
That is the toughest one here. I want to say no, but a part of me is just going to give in and say yes,
It's the vibes with
Like, what
Brennan,
did he
isn't
get?
it?
It's the vibe, yeah. It's like he got less than 60 minutes, but he still scored 5 points, was it? Good enough.
He could fluke that upside.
He really can.
What about Mitchell/Sosa? Because Mitchell, I think, got subbed off halftime. Sosa came on for him. I don't know. That's a weird one now.
So, it is a weird one. I went scouting for my own Palace defender in Canvo. He was nowhere near free in any of my leagues, and I went looking like 2 game weeks ago.
Yeah.
Sosa, I would be very excited by if he does regularly start, but I feel like Tyrick. What happened? Was it an injury?
I have no idea. Didn't look into it. Might have been tactical.
Yeah, because it doesn't seem like it was an injury. I mean, I would ask me before this game week. I would have said I was keen on Tyrick. Now I'm not so sure, but if Sosa's starting, I'm there, yo.
Yeah. And then final name, pod favorite, Yeremy Pino.
He didn't start this game week, right? So I did draft him in a few leagues. I then had to drop right away.
Yeah.
I feel I'll just keep going that same cycle until the double game week.
Would you start him if he was benched out for his game, though?
Probably not.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, cool. Let's move on to the next game. West Ham versus Everton. West Ham 2, Everton 1. So Beto missed out this game week because of the concussion protocol, which meant Barry started, got minutes, ghosted okay. From a West Ham perspective, I mean, Bruno's a fucking goat, man. Honestly, like, even though he's had such a underwhelming season overall, like the majority of it, like the front end of it, coming towards the time of the season where West Ham need wins, need results, like this man is fucking stepping up. Part of the the goals, yeah, it's honestly he's become so clutch for them. But like we mentioned, Juve, a player that showed up in our data dump, did you see he got like 18 or 19 ghosts this weekend?
Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy.
So is this a flash in the pan moment, or do you think, hey, because West Ham are chasing results, they need big performances, maybe Juve is worth it now?
I kind of have to agree, yeah. Like, it's not that many players from West Ham I'd plug. I've never really been that keen on Somerville's consistency, things like that. But I would say Kyle Walker-Peters and Juve have piqued my interest.
Yeah, agreed. All right, next game, Wolves 0, Spurs 1. We had this whole Hugo Bueno dilemma discussion. A lot of people were like, oh, I'm going to drop him. He's been scoring shit. But then, I mean, as much as we entertained that thought or that idea, we didn't say, hey, if you're going to keep Hugo Bueno for one more fixture, it's probably Spurs. And he scored well.
Yeah, for sure. I dropped him in one league. I rolled him out in like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Very happy with that.
Yeah. I can imagine so. I mean, even Mane performed well against Spurs. I mean, like we talked about the fact that Pedro Lima got an opportunity against Spurs. Given the fact that Sunderland have now conceded 9 goals across 2 games, would you be confident to play either Mane or Pedro Lima against them?
I would be confident in Mane, you know.
Yeah.
Don't mind that.
Yeah, exactly. From a Spurs perspective, Solanke and Xavi injuries. The latter with a season-ending injury that could possibly rule him out of the World Cup, which is fucking brutal. I don't know if you saw the tweets or the videos or the I don't know, the stuff about their medical team just absolutely fucking having a shit show with how they kind of handled him on the side of the pitch.
Oh, no, I didn't. No.
Yeah. So I don't think these fuckers realize like how bad his injury was actually and try to like get him to walk it off or stand up or some shit. Like, yeah, it's fucking
damn.
Yeah, it's mental, man. But I don't know what to do with Spurs assets now. Do we trust them at all? Like, do you think anyone actually benefits from the Solanke/Xavi injuries?
Richarlison.
Sure.
But does Maddison come right back in?
I don't think he's ready yet. Maybe Tell and what is it, Kolomani?
Kolo? That 45 minute sub turned me so off. Like,
yeah.
For I guess who was it? Kolo started and then Tell came on at the halftime. I didn't like that. But yeah, fair point. Either one of them can benefit. I would probably chalk it up to Rich getting the start now and saying that's as far as I go.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I mean, he
with
did
that
get
one, man.
the assist off the
Yeah,
coming on.
yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it's kind of grim, man.
No, that said, I am gonna grab some James Madison all over the place just in case.
So you're telling me if James Madison gets the start, you're gonna roll him out?
Definitely, no question about it.
I fucking love that. That is such a vibes pick because you know it could go horribly wrong after like 30 minutes.
Absolutely, oh no doubt. But like, why not?
But then again, it could like go absolutely right after 30 minutes as well.
Right? Right?
All right, so the final game for the Saturday is Arsenal 1, Newcastle 0. Again, another game with a couple of injuries, both Havertz and Eze, both combining for the only goal that Arsenal scored. And again, my question here is, who do you think benefits from these injuries?
No one. Trossard? No, is Tross fit yet? No, I don't think so. No one, to be honest.
I mean, Odegaard's been performing well. Saka's back. Like,
Yeah, but those guys you can't pick up. But
Yeah,
anyone
true.
like a Madueke, Martinelli, who you might see available in your team, in your league, no chance. I'm going there. I got burned too many times this season.
yeah, I get that, man. I think I'm same. I'm the same. Rice, such a aberration. I don't know. Like, what the fuck was that score? Like,
He's human after all, man.
yeah, honestly. But from a Newcastle side of things, I mean, it's expected that a lot of their outfielders didn't score well because, I mean, we've seen it against City, against Arsenal. Arsenal don't typically score well unless they get an attack and return. But Botman, man, I gotta bring it back to the Botman discussion. It's something that I suggested the last pod, the crazy idea, hey, Arsenal don't really score many goals. They don't really put up that quality XG. I feel like the centre-backs that come up against them will ghost well. And fuck me, Botman did exactly that, man.
Yeah, 14-pointer. Solid return. I get it. I don't trust it for every centre-back going forward, but I'm not against it.
Yeah, it was only
like-
because the fact that Botman was scoring ghosts against the other teams.
Correct.
Like, remember the 3 games that he had, the 2-1 losses, he was scoring okay, right? So I was just like,
Yeah,
is it worth a gamble? Especially in a blank game week where you don't have that many options.
Yep. Agreed.
Yeah. All right, so final game was the Monday. Obviously, there was nothing on the Sunday because of the FA Cup tie between Chelsea and Leeds. So the Monday evening game was United 2, Brentford 1. Again, another possible injury here with Shaw coming off. Maguire came back in, smashed it. Obviously, getting an attack and return because he's always a target on a set piece or a cross or whatnot. But I guess a couple of other United players that are up for discussion. I mean, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about your boy Casemiro. I will say that United are definitely going to miss him, prime Casemiro, because I feel like ever since he announced the fact that he was leaving Manchester United, he's been prime Casemiro.
Honestly, what a player.
Yeah. So many attacking returns, man.
So many. It's crazy.
Yeah. Do you think Menu's a pick?
I could get on board. I can.
Like a mid-4, mid-5?
Yeah.
Yeah. Diallo. Managers are having a dilemma, man.
Yeah, that's a tough one because the early sub too didn't help.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
4 game weeks left. Would you drop him if you could find an asset that's actually getting 90 minutes and better points, potentially?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, he still showed up in the data dump. He was, I think, one of those 3 shots players.
Yeah, but okay, let's look at like double game week 36. If you have the option to grab a double game week Crystal Palace asset, would you drop Diallo for him?
Yeah, or even a Bernardo Silva, yes.
Yeah, that's a good show. From Brentford, I mean, Jensen repaying the faith of anyone that kept trusting him. He's been showing a good floor with some ghost points and then getting the goal against United. But yeah, like we kind of discussed earlier, it's just insane that Brentford didn't score in this game.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. I think that should be it though. For the match by match recap. So what we'll do now is take our halftime pint, and we will be back after the break with some league updates and some questions. So we'll see in a bit. And we are back. All right. So let's not waste too much time, because we got some good news to discuss. So let's jump straight into those league updates. All right, Ryan. Do you want to start with IGL or DPL, buddy?
Let's keep the suspense going. Let's go with DPL.
Oh.
So, I won here, and I'm still in the Stanislas Cup. Hey. So, regular league, I won 135 versus 106. And Stanislas Cup, I won 135 versus 105. Pretty much the same. The game week good. Ola Aina, man. Like, ever since he came back, grabbed him, and never looked back. The guy's been ghosting consistently, and delivers the assist this game week. It's so good, yo. Ryan goal, rolled out Botman, just like you said. Hincapie is rounding out my... Actually, no. And Kyle Walker-Peters rounding out my defense. So all of my defense and goalkeeper pretty much kind of smashed it. Bowen, reliable number one pick. Except kind of inconsistent this season, but happy when he delivers. And Casemiro, yo. So, like, quality all around, I would say. The absolute only regret I have in this team is me being smart, quote unquote, and grabbing Pablo Felipe from West Ham as my last forward. That went horrendously. I feel like Joachim Andersen was one I was looking at. I feel like there were a few others. And don't know what I was thinking really going through with that one. There were just no forwards on like in the free agency, and I really felt like I wanted a forward instead of a mid. Terrible. Or even defender. I think I had space for one more. Terrible decision.
How crazy is it that you face somebody in the cup from your own fucking league?
I know, right?
What the fuck? Like, that's super lucky because there's no way you could have had the same assets.
They overlap. Yeah.
What the fuck? Okay, I need to chat some shit about this then. Robbie, fix this shit, bro. What the hell is this crap? Like...
Or why is it that you and me were going to meet up in the next round?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, don't rig the cup because we're pod brothers, but like,
insane.
Do rig it because we're pod brothers. Build the suspense. Don't knock us out in like quarterfinals or whatever it is.
Yeah, rig it the right way, not the wrong way, you know?
Yeah.
The Botman player, I mean, come on. Like, we talked about it, you weren't on board, but what the fuck, you played him?
Yeah. I mean, it was exactly what you said, right? He's been ghosting.
Yeah.
I went and looked at the free agency pool, and I was just like, there's no one here appealing to me more than he is.
Yeah.
Like, why would I go anywhere else? I'll take 6 points. Like, I'll take 7 points. And Kid delivers more than that, double that.
Yeah, double it, man, easily. What the fuck? That's great. I'm so glad it worked out for you, though. Yeah, you smashed both of them, man. That's fucking solid. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna get to my update, but yeah, I'm hoping that you take that Stanislas shield the entire way, man. Honestly.
It's gonna be really damn tough, though.
Yeah, I mean, cups are always like such a fucking lottery, right? You never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Maybe not play Pablo ever again.
You would think so.
Yeah, I mean that's my only gripe with your entire starting 11 is fucking Pablo.
I know.
I mean, but the fact that you have Frimpong in the squad is like you've basically got possibly Liverpool's right winger.
I know. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Draft pick, and I held on whole season. So
I feel like you picked him because of the possibility of playing right wing at some point.
that is it. That is exactly it. It was AFCON. We were discussing it.
Yeah. Fucking crazy. It's only taken 35 game weeks or 34 game weeks for it to happen.
He did have a decent AFCON run though before the injury.
Yeah. He did. All right. So for my DPL, so I won in the league, 116 to 69. I'm still third by 4 points. Unfortunately, I got knocked out of the cup, out of the Stanislas Shield. I didn't have as much luck as Ryan did, so I lost there, 116 to 135. Yeah, I mean, my opponent just had some class assets, right? He had, I guess, double-digit scores. He had Hugo Bueno, he had Gabriel Magalhaes, he had Casemiro, he had Morgan Gibbs-White, he had Curtis Jones, who fluked his assist, he had Igor Jesus. So I thought, when I started my game week, and in both com leagues, I had the duo of Chris Wood and Igor Jesus. I was like, I'm absolutely flying. And then saw my opponent had Igor Jesus and Morgan Gibbs-White. I was like, okay, so we're basically back to square one. Yeah.
Got it.
And it was like, it came down kind of to the final day, but then when he had Casemiro and Casemiro scored in like the first few minutes of the game, I was just like, you know what?
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah. And I mean, this is the randomness of cups, right? You don't know what to fucking expect. But I was just glad to have made it into the Stanislas Shield by like the skin of my teeth. Just because I was the second best fourth place team. So that 180 points that I scored the previous game week counted for something in the end.
Very nice.
But in terms of the standard performers, I had basically triple Wolves defense in my DPL. So I dumped a bunch of my double game week assets that were blanking. So I had Kainski, Danso, Spence, Jensen who scored the goal, and like I mentioned, the combination of the Forest forwards. But I will say my regrets were dropping all my good assets because, I mean, like we were discussing, I was so fucked to the point where, you know what, maybe I just accept the loss in the league and the cup, and keep all my good assets. But you know what, I won in the league, I lost in the cup, so at least I keep that podium finish safe somewhat, with that 1 point gap in case I lose the next fixture and my other opponents win. Because I dropped the likes of Bilva, Kusanov, Darlow, and Valentin Castellanos. Out of those four, who would you have the most regret dropping right now?
That's a tough one. I'm probably going to say Kusanov, Double game week's coming up. He's been ghosting.
Yeah.
I can actually see City keeping some cleans towards the end of the season, so I would say Kusanov, really.
Yeah, and I feel like it's his spot to lose, even if Ruben Dias is fit.
True.
Yeah. All right. How did IGL go? We're not going to talk waiver moves because that's not processing for the next couple of days.
Yeah. So IGL, this one was rough. I lost 72.25 versus 72.5. So a 0.25 loss.
Oof.
Which in some leagues, any 1 point swing is like considered a draw still. But anyway, there are a few regrets here, but we'll get into the good. So Emi Martinez in net, Castagna I picked up everywhere. Danzo we rolled out, both you and me. Elf doing decent. Vitz getting that late goal, really scraping out his game week because it was looking grim before that. And I guess that's the good. The regret, the main regret. Trey Hume though. Like, that not only did you score an own goal, mate, you shipped 5.
Yeah.
Like that -5 is just sticking out of my team.
I mean, it's the negative
And I rolled out-
5.25. The 0.25.
True. Keep it to -5, mate. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, Mateta, Solanke, and Ollie, I really thought I would get something from one of my forwards this game week. It's a shame that Barry on my bench outscored all three of them and would
That
have
is
given me the win.
Crazy, bro. Honestly, that is such shit luck. Like, and it's the Solanke injury too, right? This man has been playing 90 minutes every fucking game. All of a sudden, oh yeah, let me just pull my hammy against Wolves, like the worst team in the league.
40 minutes. Yeah, I know, right? But
That's
you know
crazy.
what? I was already like pretty much done in this league. Bottom, 3 get relegated, I guess. Does IGL do relegations? I think they do.
Yeah, what makes it even worse is that your opponent had 3 Sunderland defenders?
Oh, yeah. I watched it and I was like, this game week is a lock. It's like, there's no way I don't win this.
Bro, this guy had a fucking 6 Sunderland stack. Like, how did you lose this?
Honestly.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's the Sheshko of it all, eh? Coming
Honestly.
into the last day. I had a what was it, 15 point something lead. And I was like, there's no way Sheshko's overturning that. Even if he scores, he keeps that to like 13, 14. I'm good.
Yeah.
He scored. All right, it's creeping up. 15. All right. He just doesn't need to hit 16. I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
And I just lock off and I'm like, come back on. It's like, oh, guy did it. He hit 16, yo.
That is brutal, man. That is so fucking brutal. Christ.
But yeah, I'm sure your IGL went way better, right?
Yeah. I mean, we got the win, 103 to 55. But what's better is that...
Whoa, what the hell?
Yeah, but what's even better is that second place lost to third place, which means I've won my league.
Yo.
Yeah.
Brr, 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 brr.
Brrr. Yeah, man. It's very unexpected. I thought it was gonna go down to the wire, but here we are with the trophy. I didn't even realize when I mentioned it to Andrew or one of our mods that do you even remember that I won my IGL league last season as well?
I didn't remember which one, but you won one, yes.
Yeah, so apparently it's back-to-back first place finishes in IGL.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So I think there's some playoff stuff to kind of play for. To be honest, now that I've kind of won that trophy, I feel like Single H, where I don't care anymore. I don't want to message. I don't want to post things in the Discord. I've won a trophy. Like, life is good, you know. But in terms of standout performers, I only had 4 of them. Like I mentioned, I had the Wolves boys in this one as well. But obviously, Bruno Fernandes, I think he's one of the main reasons I won my league. And Danso, same like you. The punting on that Spurs clean sheet against Wolves. No regrets. No FA waiver pickups because it's Thursday. But yeah, man. That's another 200 in the bag, I guess. Is that the winnings? Something like that?
Something around there. Congrats, bro.
Thanks, man.
Repping.
Yeah?
Actually showing people that we know our shit somehow.
Yeah, or we're just fucking lucky as fuck. Either one.
No way. Back-to-back seasons, winning leagues.
Yeah. Surely it's not a fluke, right? That's not a fluke.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, thanks, man. I couldn't have done it without you. I mean, there was a lot of pain that went into this. I mean, obviously, you heard a lot of my complaints as well throughout the season. Me bitching and whining unnecessarily and necessarily in situations where it seemed like I was obviously going to win or claw it back. And then situations where I was like, what the fuck happened? Like,
oh, yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man, let's see, you know, how it goes in the postseason playoffs or whatever competition that happens. And yeah, really happy with at least one trophy this season. But before we finish off this segment, we've got some punts from the mods. So we'll start with Andrew's suggestion. Juice Dart, 22% owned. Joe Rodon has re-entered the chat, folks. With energy, please, Sanji. Oh, I was supposed to say that with energy. Let me try it again. Joe Rodon has entered the chat, folks. So back for 45 minutes against Wolves. He's raring to rock Burnley. Thoughts here?
He really is. Let's go. Joe Rodon's scoring for sure.
Did you know Goodmanson picked up a hamstring injury in the FA Cup semi-final?
Had no clue.
Yeah.
Versus Yoel.
Yeah.
Sucks then. Who plays? Who came on for him?
I mean, I'm even before the injury, my guess at that backline would have been Goodmanson, Biol, Rodon, Strike, and James Justin.
Same. Exactly that. Yeah.
So then does Bogle just come in for Goodmanson?
Oh, okay. Maybe.
Right? Because Bogle came off at halftime for Rodon, right? In that double game week.
Justin came off, actually. Oh, sorry. In the FA Cup game was Justin.
No, yeah.
But
Justin
yes,
came off
no,
in the
you're
FA
right.
Cup
Yes.
game. Yeah. Yeah, so
True.
I think maybe Bogle is the asset to kind of go for then, if you've got Goodmanson.
Potentially you could handcuff that, or you might just be fine going Rodon by himself.
Yeah, I mean, it's Burnley.
Yep.
All right, next asset is from Pi. Pi's punt. I'm sad, very sad. The legendary Salah may have already played his last game for Liverpool. I can't think straight. My mind keeps going back to that killer front three. So my punt this week is Mane. Mainly because of his name, but also because he came back into the team and scored 12 goals and is on corners, but also mainly because of his name. Let's punt! P.S. I need to decide who I punt on next week as an homage to Firmino, Robbie or Bob.
Ooh. Robbie. I like it though.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not one for the pool nostalgia, but I rate the asset.
So we rate Mane, and then out of Robbie and Bob, we rate Robbie probably.
Just more for the feel to Firmino. It's closer
Yeah. I mean,
for me.
Robbie versus Wolves, and then Mane versus Sunderland. Two defenses that are horrible.
True.
We're hopefully expecting some goals, attacker returns, ghost points.
True.
All right, and then from Tash's tip, they've lost their last 4 games and they'll probably lose the next 4 too. But no, it's not a Chelsea player, bro. It's 37% rostered Sven Botman from the richest club in the world that doesn't know how to spend their cash. Ghosting out of his mind lately, and your handsome co-host likes him too. Are you the handsome co-host or am I the handsome co-host?
I think you are. I feel like you are.
But surely this message is directed towards me, so it's probably you.
Huh. Not sure. Interesting. I'll say it's both of us.
Yeah. But I like Botman. I mean, he got you points. He was a good shout for last week, like we said.
Yep. I rate it. I could see myself rolling him out for the rest of the season, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, if you play him versus Arsenal, that's probably the toughest game, so.
Yeah. And from Mr. Nauru, I don't think he messaged me with a punt, but he did send us a picture of a car he just bought. So I don't know if you want to rate the car instead.
I guess congratulations, Nauru.
Yeah.
And I mean 9.5 out of 10.
Ooh.
I would have given him the full 10
Yeah.
if he just dropped his pick alongside the car.
Yeah. Maybe we make a car channel or something like that for him. I don't know. So he can
Yeah,
he can
for
show
sure.
the others, and then maybe there's people that are passionate about cars. I don't give a shit about cars, to be honest. But there might be people in our Discord. So
Yeah.
yeah. All right, cool. All right, so now we'll move on to our final segment, which is the questions. Okay, so we've only got a few of them, so we'll try to run through these as quickly as possible. First up is from Andrew. What's your preference on the community leagues, IGL or DPL? What's your favorite between com and banter leagues? And then he's got a follow-up question. Is Banterland going to have a World Cup competition like we did during Euros?
Ooh. Okay, so my preference is DPL.
Why?
Reason being, IGL does weird shit with their waivers that I don't like.
Agreed.
And I prefer just one league all season long. I don't like the playoff type structure, but I can live with that. It's really just the waivers. Stop running waivers early in a blank game week, man.
Agreed. Yeah. Yeah.
And then com leagues and banter leagues. Banter leagues win,
Yeah.
but com leagues have a buy-in.
Yeah.
And they make it a little more serious.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I do find competition a little stronger in banter leagues. You know?
It's because we've got degenerates in the banter leagues, right? So
Absolutely. But it's all the same guys all over anyhow.
yeah. And
And then the last question,
yeah.
I'm not going to answer it. I'm just going to say stay tuned. I mean, we kind of give several hints already, so...
Yeah. If you're into doing draft for the World Cup or the Euros, I mean, obviously the World Cup because that's coming up this summer, why don't you send us a DM? Let us know if you're interested because we might have something cooking up in the background. So, yeah.
Yeah, and then... If you know what? There's going to be demand for this shit. Anyway.
Yeah. Like Ryan said, just
Let's
stay
just
tuned,
see how
guys.
many people message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So next question is from Pi. Who would win in a race between Luke Littler and Sir Mo Farah? They have to complete a half marathon, but at every mile, they need to complete a leg of 5:01 before starting the next mile.
That's so ridiculous.
This is brilliant. Honestly,
I
this is like Naru level questions.
I know it really is. I will still give it to Sir Mo Farah because he's not going to get tired as shit running a half marathon. And at some point, he will complete the 5:01, whereas I can see Luke tired out his ass after the first mile.
Yeah.
And then just his perfect form is gone.
Yeah. That is a great shout. I think I'm going to have to agree with you. Wait, how many miles is a half marathon anyways?
26, I think.
Oh, yeah. Luke's
Sorry.
not making like 2. Surely not.
20. It's 13 miles. 26 is a full marathon, right? Half.
Yeah. Still, I stand
Makes
by my
sense.
answer. He's still not making 2.
Gotcha.
All right, and then the final question is from Sweetness McBossman. Inspired by my beloved Denver Nuggets, when were you the most frustrated by your favorite soccer team, and what did they do to bring out that emotion in you? So that's his first question.
Ooh, that is a tough question. I think frustration with AC Milan has gone out the window ever since they've... It's been so long. Honestly, I can't even remember when it was, but I guess I would say there was... I can't remember what year it was, but the first season they kind of were good again. They won the league. They got right into Champions League and immediately crashed out. Like, I'm talking not even Manchester United level crash, where you still make it into Europa. I feel like they crashed right out. And it was just kind of, what are you doing, guys? This team just clicked the season before. What is happening?
I love that Manchester United was the benchmark of unhappiness.
Oh no, that's. I mean, I'm sure most United fans remember the journey to Champions League, how bad it was, right? Like,
Yeah, fair. Yeah, I mean, I feel like United fans forget that they had Amrim this season.
oh yeah.
Yeah, for me, I mean, it has to be Argentina in like the international tournaments. I mean, you've witnessed firsthand Argentina failing in like the final of a World Cup against Germany. me getting heckled by a homeless man on the streets of Toronto. It doesn't get better than that, bro.
Yeah.
And then his other question was, if you could have two current EPL players star in a buddy cop action movie together, who would you pick and why? What the fuck?
This is great stuff, but it requires so much thought. Oh man, this is so difficult. Okay.
Okay, you pick
Can
one,
you
I pick
imagine
one.
No, I'm gonna give two.
Okay.
I'm gonna give a pair right now. Can you imagine a Harry Maguire with a Bruno Fernandes? And they're both trying to play good cop, bad cop.
Oh my god.
Ah.
I'm thinking of the worst two defenders or goalies possible, like a Bob Sanchez and
Oh man.
who's a really horrible, terrible defender. I feel like there's possibly another Chelsea player in there. I don't know, but maybe not. Who's been a horrific defender to see, like a Romero and a Bob Sanchez.
Yeah, I can see it.
Right?
I can see it.
Just being absolutely horrible at their jobs and making an entire mockery of being a police officer. I don't know. Right?
Yep. I'm trying to think of a shithouser too, as a as a cop.
A shit.
So a Emmy Martinez.
Ooh, yes. Emmy Martinez is a great shout.
He would be the most dick policeman ever.
Yeah. I'm thinking of who else would be really terrible. It could just be Emmy and Bob Sanchez.
Yeah, that works.
Oh, Emmy Martinez and Konate?
Sure.
Or Bob Sanchez and Konate?
Bob Sanchez and Konate.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, both
They will
horrible
catch
players.
no one.
All right. So those are the questions, and that is the pod. All right. That's Game Week 35 pod in the books. Right. We've got 3 or 4 more pods left for the season, man. We're almost there.
Yeah. Yep.
Insane that it's flown by, honestly.
It really has.
Any final words before we sign off?
I think, we chatted on it. Double Game Week is confirmed now. Do go scout your Double Game Week assets. But guys, just have fun, man.
Yeah. Yep. There's not going to be a lot of football to kind of take in. Enjoy as much of it as you can. If you've already won your league, congratulations to you. If you still have decisions to make to seal up that league title, best place to come answer those questions is the Discord. Free to join. We'll sort you out. Fans will sort you out. Inside Tracks reps might sort you out. Somebody will sort you out. But we'll make sure you get that dub, man. And then you could enjoy the off season before we do all of this shit all over again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, enjoy the weekend. And we will catch you on the next one then. Until next time, peace!